me, Spring, the fiber enthusiast, and welcome to the channel. I want to welcome each and every one of you. Thank you for stopping in and visiting. If you're new here to the channel and you are thinking about subscribing, here's a little tidbits of what happens here in the channel. Everything from processing fiber, raw fibers, processing it, dyeing it, spinning it into yarn, and discussing things that are related to those parts of the yarny world. And then we have tutorials on stitch patterns as well as patterns of my own. That back there, it's a little dark back there, but that's Pineapples on the Boardwalk. That was a crochet along that we had, I think, last year, but it is a lot of fun, and I will insert the link to that playlist at the end of this video. Also, you know, there's knitted, crocheted, Tunisian crocheted, tatting, all kinds of different things here on the channel. Addie as well. There's a few things in the new year that I want to introduce in that I think will be a lot of fun. Can't give away too much detail right now. We're going to save that for the new year. So that's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday is those tutorial type bases, educational style. And then Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a live spin and chat. This past spin and chat was amazing. I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed having Miss Bear's Crochet Critters, Miss Brenda Bear, and she spins Juanita. Juanita and Brenda both were excellent sources of information. They both are very well versed in spinning as well. So they were helping answer questions and giving their input, and it was absolutely amazing. We went for quite a while discussing the different plies, the different weights of yarn, and I really encourage you to go and check that out if you haven't, because it helps explain how to get what weight yarn you have. If you run into a situation where you have yarn and no label, or you're new to spinning yarn, if you want to know how to spin a certain weight, how to get a certain weight, and how to gauge it, all of that was answered in the live spin and chat. Myself, as a dyslexic, I explain things a certain way. Juanita is a teacher of spinning, and she teaches spinning very, very full. Her explanations are very, very defined. There's a lot of information there, and it's wonderful for those who learn that way. And Miss Brenda is another one. She's kind of in between the two of us when she explains stuff. So that was a really fun live, and I think that a lot of answers were given to a lot of questions that were hanging in the ballast somewhere. But at any rate, that was this past Thursday night's live spin and chat. And on Sundays, I kind of go over what I've been up to for the past week and talk about any upcoming or happy mail or anything like that that happens. So, what have I been up to this week? Well, I have been working on baby shower items as well as tutorials. Some spinning has happened, but mostly working on things for a baby shower that I was invited to at the end of the month, which is right around the corner. So I've been busting through the stuff that I've been needing to do and recording the newer patterns. So we'll go through what I'm taking to the baby shower. And all of this stuff is my own patterns. So we have the cardigan, the newborn baby cardigan. There is a tutorial for it. And upcoming tutorial is for baby knitted socks / booties. Now I made 4 pair. So these 2 match the Mommy and Me hats that I designed and knitted. And this is matching the baby Afghan that I designed and crocheted. So these are the only oddball ones, and that's because I use those to do the tutorial. So I have no use for them, so I just added them into the mix. So I worked on the baby booties, the 4 sets of baby booties this week, and I did the pom-poms for the tops of the Mommy and Me hats, and I also added a little bit more brim to both the hats, just because I look through the person's pictures and I seen the way that she wears her hats. So I wanted to add a little more brim to it to allow for it to be a little bit more room back here. So I adjusted that by adding more brim to that one, and in turn I did it on this one as well. So the pom-poms, the brim, the 4 sets of baby booties, which the tutorial is coming out next week for that, I think Tuesday, because Monday, y'all, is Christmas, and it is actually going to be the reveal of the winner for the giveaway that was in last week's podcast. I'm not picking, the random picker is picking, but they're doing it tonight, the night that you're watching this. This will come out in the morning, so you have from 6 o'clock EST to probably 6 o'clock PM EST to get a comment in there. So if you haven't commented on last week's podcast, you need to go watch it and comment. But anyway, back to this, and you can see over here, there's part of the giveaway kind of hanging out over here. Not the yarn, that big X back there. Okay, so as I said, those purple baby booties were to match the baby Afghan, and this is half of it, and it also is a design by me, so I will be doing a tutorial on it as well. I already have part of it out, which is a stitch tutorial on this part right here. So you can check out that stitch tutorial. And then I will finish up by doing the whole entire baby Afghan in a smaller form, but give you the numbers that you'll need for any size bigger, or the multiples, should I say. I also did some spinning this week, and I just went and grabbed a bag of wool that I had in the cupboard and spun it. And it's about 4 ounces. What I have here is close to 4 ounces. And I'm working on another one. I'm probably going to ply them together. Let's see here if I can get that off. So I'm working on another one here. And I will, like I said, probably ply them together. And that way I will have this really deep, rich, cream brown blend, barber pole blend. So we'll see. I'm not sure yet. That's what I'm working on. But that is it. Oh, and I did chain ply. I did lots of chain plying, practicing. I did several of my random bobbins of mix match whatever. And then after practicing for a while on that stuff, I went ahead and grabbed a bobbin of some of the red and the green and the cream color that I had, and I chain plied it. So that was interesting. Still very slow at chain plying, but I'm getting it. It's still not my favorite, but I am liking it a little bit more. That is something else in last week's live, and we've got floaters because of the fiber in here from spinning. The last week's live, that was one thing that Juanita was doing up on the live, is chain plying and explaining chain plying. So if you're interested in seeing someone actually create chain plied yarn, in the live last week, Juanita was doing that. I plan to do a little bit of demonstrating of that myself once I get a little bit more consistent and comfortable with it. But that is all for me this week. I do want to encourage you to go check out last week's podcast and enter for the giveaway if you have not. It's all on me, except for any taxes or duties if you get it and have taxes or duties in your country. It's open worldwide, but you got to comment on that video specifically in order to enter, because that's where the URL is that I will be using to put into the random comment picker. So tomorrow we will have a video out at some time during the day on Christmas, probably midday, and it will be of the winner. So, all right, everybody, thank you again for coming and hanging out with me, seeing what I've been up to. Now we're going to watch a slideshow that goes over what you all have been up to and making and shared in the Facebook group to put up in the slideshow. Thank you, each and every one of you, for joining in on that slideshow part of the podcast, should I say. And I also want to thank the wonderful people that had sent Christmas cards. This one is from Nisi. Thank you very much. This one is from AJ. Thank you very much. And this one is from Mimi Cat Do. And let's see, I got one more, and it's from Mary Lou Russ. Let me get it here and make sure that it's correct. There we are. And that one came from Mary Lou Russ. So I want to thank each and every one of you. You guys are amazing. Thank you for the cards. I am the worst person to send out cards. I don't do it well. But thank you very much. Your cards are special. So that's it for me. Be blessed, be a blessing, and until next time, bye for now.
Thank you.